Hi guys and welcome back to another DrAce livestream. Today we're going to be playing some MotoGP 22. I just did the intro then, but I wasn't sure if the audio was actually working or not, so I think it's working now. Let me check the audio. Audio seems fine as well. So tonight we're going to be playing some MotoGP 22. We're going to be playing online with the aces, of course. And hopefully we can get some good online sessions going. I'm not sure who's going to be on. I better invite said people now. It is a public lobby, so if you're on PC and you have MotoGP 22, you are more than welcome to join us. So anyone who has MotoGP is going to receive an invitation now, pretty much. So if you want to jump on and you have MotoGP 22, definitely do so whenever you fancy it. So I'm trying to remember who has MotoGP 22 and who doesn't. So I guess I'll just invite everyone, I think, and we'll see what happens. So it is a public lobby, so we may find all the players nonetheless. But great to see you, Mercury, in the chat. And Mickey says hello, DrAce. So welcome, people, to the stream. I'm doing pretty well, actually. Had a good nap earlier on, so I feel a little bit more awake and ready for the stream. I am a little bit concerned that we have any issues like we did last time. I'm hoping we don't. But so far, looks good. So that's all that really matters. Now, I haven't decided who I'm going to be. For some reason, I want to use the Gresini Ducati, and I don't know why that is, but before I started streaming tonight, I fancied using it, so why not? I do think I forgot to change my kit and outfit. Yeah, well, I mean, it's not a problem, actually. The Gresini Ducati looks pretty good with my own personal rider. Let's try that. So, Meerkat going for the With You Yamaha RNF. Well, With You RNF Yamaha, should I say. And now we have a plethora of tracks to choose from compared to what we've been doing on Superbike 22. From all of the classic tracks all the way to 2022 season. And I'm not going to vote for anything. I'm going to leave it and see what we get. And we do have the Circuito de Jerez Angel Nieto circuit, which I absolutely love. I love Jerez. One of my favourite tracks in MotoGP. So I'm pretty excited for this one. Shout out to Meerkat for joining as well. Seems to be the only other rider right now. I'm sure when things start getting involved, we'll get more and more riders. But for now, we should be alright. Now, I don't have a setup or anything on MotoGP, so this is going to be strange. Because obviously I usually just reduce everything on the front fork. But I don't really need to do that. I guess the only thing I need to do is change the ECU. Down to that. Oh, I'm feeling a bit rusty now. LT in the chat, good to see you, dude. Welcome to the MotoGP 22 stream. Be sure to let me know if there's any issues with the stream, of course. Still rocking my Moto 2 out. Oh, that was a bit odd. Now, I'm not sure whether to actually try the TCS on 1. And of course, oh my goodness. Got caught on the rumble strip and it went all Superbike 22 style on me there. What a way to start the stream. Oh god. And that bike is looking a bit worse for wear. Just a little bit. So how are we all in the chat? Everyone good? How has their Sunday been so far? Let's see what we can do. Ooh. Not particularly confident with the MotoGP bike since Superbike 22. Have you noticed how early I've been braking? And also how gentle I've been on the acceleration so far. This is going to take a while to get used to again. I watched the a little bit of Superbike today. Kind of know the results of the third race on today. Duarte says, yo, hello dude, welcome to the stream. I think I sent you an invitation, so you're more than welcome to join if you want. Here's a question for you then, Mercury. How are you able to play Skyrim and Witcher 3? I love Skyrim, and I play it a lot. Well, I used to play a lot. But for Witcher 3, I don't know, it just intimidates me. I never trust that I'll actually have the time to play it and enjoy it. So I just never bother. Oh, I feel really slow. Gotta get used to this. Ooh. Wow, that Rossini Ducati was just all over the place there. I'm sure as we go and as we progress, we'll improve. But right now, I feel really sluggish. So how far down are we? We're pretty far, 1.3 seconds. That's not indicative of what's to come. I'm sure I can improve. Just got to get the range. Got to get the braking right this time around. It's been a... Ooh. It's been a while since I last played MotoGP, actually. Now, what was it? At least a week and a bit since I recorded the other MotoGP stuff. Oh, tight. Very tight to the apex there. Yeah, I must confess, Mercury, I was thinking of doing a video on the second channel regarding games that I always come back to or games that I love. And I think I still will at some point. But also those ones that I never really bothered to play until I got a 4K monitor and a 4K capable GPU. And especially at the moment, I'm really enjoying Assassin's Creed Origins. I bought that on the launch day with like so many statues and collectibles. And yeah, I still never really played it that much. Because I just lost the front going into the right-hander before Ferrari. So let me refresh the bike. I'm going to keep the soft front. We'll try the soft rear. No SCQ tyre in this one. No SCX. No bug either with the tyre choices. Should still get the tyres that we want. Yeah, I must confess, I'm enjoying Assassin's Creed Origins. But I don't really care for the RPG elements. I much prefer the linear story of the other ones. Don't get me wrong, actually, I played a lot of Valhalla on the PS5, at least 40 hours worth, maybe. Maybe not that much. And I will confess, I really enjoyed that. I thought it was really good. But Odyssey, I just felt, well, I can't play this because I've not finished Origins. And God forbid there be a spoiler, so... I just want... Oh! Too tight to the apex again. Hey, Din27 has joined the stream. Hello, mate. Welcome. How are you? I'm just getting used to things again. Doesn't help that I only just woke up, what, half an hour either. It's not often I get to spend that much time in a different game other than MotoGP or Ride 4 or Superbike 22. For my actual playtime for these games, Ride 4 is currently on about 390 hours, I think, which will definitely increase. MotoGP is sitting around 150, I think, maybe just 100. And Superbike 22 is about 90 hours now, so I don't really get a chance to play other games. So I'm always recording. Do play with my friend on Company of Heroes 2. We're really enjoying that at the moment. I've gone too tight to the apex again though. Every now and again, I tell you what I do love the management sim style games. Big fan of 2 Point Hospital and 2 Point Campus. Really enjoy those. Those ones I can play for hours. Ah, too tight. The issue I'm having is I'm braking so early, as if we did on Superbike 22. And then expecting us to still make the apex. We are improving. Should come back to me this. The more we play, the more we the more speed we'll find. Oh no. I can't believe I just ruined it in the final corner. Across the line we are 1.6. Oh god. We have improved, but it's still not quite there yet. Oh, I was reading the comment. Oh my goodness. Well, thank you very much, Mercury. I do appreciate that. I know it's quite late over where you are, so I appreciate you stopping by and watching nonetheless. So take care, dude. Thanks for popping by. We do need to brake early on MotoGP and Superbike. Yes, absolutely, mate, Alvin. Ride 4 you can brake significantly late on some of the tracks, but when it comes to MotoGP and especially Superbike definitely brake earlier because of the steel brakes, not as strong as the MotoGP's carbon brakes. Hello, love MotoGP. Likewise, Punk Board to Jesus SP. I feel exactly the same way. I love MotoGP too. Which game do you think is less arcadey? I would say MotoGP and Superbike are much reduced on the arcade side compared to Ride 4. Ride 4 is about 50% arcade and then 50% sim, let's say, where the rest of them I'd say 75-25. Possibly, but that's just my opinion. I don't know what the actual feedback is for the community. So now into the left-hand side. Excuse me. 1/1000th of a second down behind Meerkat. For me right now, it has just gone 6:15, mate. So 6:15 here in the northwest of England. So we have 20 seconds now to produce a good lap time. I don't know where we're losing the time to Meerkat, but I don't think any of us have put in a particularly good lap. I feel very sluggish. But across the line we will get a chance, so I might go full concentration mode here and let's see if we can actually set a good lap time. So, not particularly used to the gears actually in MotoGP yet. I think I'm still upshifting rather early. We're now to the left hand side. We now launch the bike over to the right. Get onto the right hand side of the tyre and wait for the moment to... Not really using much of the ride height device either. Oh, I didn't really have the confidence to brake any harder there. I know I can. It's MotoGP, not Superbike. We could... I don't think we are going to improve now. Ah, God. Bikes feel so different, but so familiar. It's a strange one. So 2.5 of a second down. It's not going to be the lap time that we need. And I blew it. It's gone. Into the Crivier corner we just messed up, so... End of that one. Oh, look at the drift. Sliding the rear. So back into the pits we'll go with him. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say MotoGP is limited on tracks. It's quite a lot. Superbike, on the other hand, is definitely lacking on the track department, but of course that is the sport in general. You're currently playing Ride 4 career mode, find it hard transitioning from the 300 to 600. Now that I got used to the 600. Yeah. The suggestions from 600 to 1000cc, if you haven't already been changing your electronic settings, I would increase the electronic settings. So for example, if you've got the lower bikes, I don't use any electronics. The 600s don't really use much electronics either, but when it comes to the big boys, the 1000cc's, I would consider increasing anti-wheelie and maybe traction control, depending on if you need it or not. But most of that, it's just everything you've been doing, be a little bit more gentle. So be a little bit softer and more calmer on the brakes. If you hit the brakes hard or you bring the acceleration on too powerful, you're going to have a tough time. So I'm pretty much readied up for this one. Yes. Alvin, yes. If you're not braking early, you're going to go too late. You're going to go wide. Almost simple as that. I must remember to put on the old ride height device. So that Meerkat's got his. Has Duarte put his on? Wait for the red lights to go out. I didn't even upshift. Good job, Matt. Good job. I don't think so. But I'm not actually in esports, so I don't know. But I don't think the players use much electronics, but I'm pretty certain they still can use electronics if they wanted to. So a shocking start from me. You know, I thought I'd press it. I've had this a few times now, actually, where I thought I'd press the upshift, and then when it comes down to it, I haven't. So that was one of the worst starts I've ever done. So what a difference between Superbike 22 and here in Jerez for MotoGP 22. Usually get a good lightning start. This time around, it's a shocking start. But I'm sure as this race progresses, we should be able to catch them up. I do feel like I upshift too early on MotoGP now. I don't know why, but it feels so good on Superbike. But here, I feel like I just lose too much time on the straights. Noticed when I was doing a video a few days ago. Felt really slow on the straights. That doesn't mean I should neglect upshift at all. Oh no. Oh, Duarte's down. Oh. Got a little bit out of shape, did the Portuguese man. Personally, for myself, I have never touched the settings in Ride 4 once. But there's no harm in doing so. A lot of the aces in our Discord server believe that settings are the way to go. So I would definitely give that a try if you want to. But personally, I think find the right tyre that works for you. Don't let the tyres get overheated. And then give it a try. Yeah, Ash is a beast, isn't he? It's just simple as from Ride 4 to MotoGP to Superbike 22. Beast. There is occasionally a few tracks I can stay with him, but staying with him and beating him is a totally different situation. Might consider lowering the traction control. I don't think I'm pressing the right trigger hard enough. I feel like I'm just losing time with acceleration. Ooh. So a quick reminder, if you do want to join and you're on PC, you are more than welcome to. This is a public session. Ooh. Trying to brake as hard as possible there into the Jorge Lorenzo corner. So there's a question there that says, play Ride 5? Is it Ride 5 you're referring to? Play 5? I'm guessing so. It's the only 5th installment that's probably coming out soon. Unless you want me to play Monster Energy Supercross 5, which is god-awful. I appreciate that, J7C3. Happy to help as many people as I can, really. If you ever need any more assistance, the Discord server is always open. We have some great people in there who do offer help and assistance just like I do. And to be honest, some of them are even faster than me, so definitely consider joining if you want a good community to be a part of. I do enjoy the guides. I did the wet weather guide for Superbike 22 and I rather enjoyed that because I felt like I found something to give people good advice. And if it works and people can benefit from it, then it makes me a happy man. It's Duarte, is that his second crash of the session? I'm looking forward to getting back on MotoGP 22. I'm doing a little bit of career mode now, very much enjoying that again. But from the next week onwards, Saturday onwards, I'm going to be playing a lot of Ride 4. I'm going to an event in Birmingham, which is Motorcycle Live 2022. And I'm going to be working in a BMW sponsored Ride 4 trailer, promoting Ride 4 and teaching players. So if anyone is in Birmingham and they want to come in and learn from me, you're more than welcome to do so. Mick's a rocket, he is. Oh, damn it. Maybe I should lower the laps on this one. 9 might be a bit too much. Now I dropped the fuel. Oh, close. I was going to go across. Now I did drop the fuel there, but I don't remember what the fuel is like on MotoGP 22. I know Superbike, you can pretty much stay in Power Setting 3 the majority of it. But I find in MotoGP you have to be really careful. And it changes so quickly that you can't really tell where you are. I think I did a career mode video a few days ago and I thought, oh, I definitely have enough lap. I definitely have enough fuel with the laps that it's predicting. And then when I changed the fuel, it was like, oh, -1. I was like, what? Already? So we are going to improve. It's a 137.115. We've got a few people joining us now. I think I should probably mention that this is the Steam version of MotoGP 22 and not the Windows 10 version, or Windows 11 should I say. So I don't think crossplay is a thing for the Steam version. You've lost me there, LT. I don't really understand what you mean. You're saying to push when I'm fed up with the laps? I'm never fed up with a lap. If you're referring to when I said I need to change the lap times, I was thinking more for you guys, because I don't think it's that interesting for you guys to watch me 7 seconds behind Meerkat and 21 seconds clear from Duarte. I mean, I'm totally fine. I could literally do 50 laps constantly. It wouldn't bother me. I just don't know if it makes good viewing entertainment for you guys. I actually really enjoyed doing the winter test, well, the Valencia test video from a few days ago. Just trying to put as many lap times as I could in the time I had available. Sadly not J7C3. I'll call you J7, that would be easy if that's alright. No, I don't at the minute, mate. Ooh, wide. I feel like we're finding something now. I feel a bit more and more confident as we go. Excuse me. And I didn't change the traction control. I left it as it was. And it definitely looks like we should consider leaving the power on 2. Just pulling the power in a bit too much. I might actually try my Superbike 22 setting to see what happens. Don't know how it'll really correspond with this game. I swear by it in Superbike, but I feel like I'm being a bit tentative with the acceleration as well, not wanting to spin up the rear. Ooh. Oh, good. I shall leave the lap times as it is. As long as we're alright with that, I'm totally fine. If you're on PC, just go into the public lobbies, Geordie, and pop in. Bike is slipping around a lot now. Now into the Lorenzo corner. Oof. JC. I like that, JC. It sounds pretty cool. JC Denton from Deus Ex. Now that is a cool man. That was greedy. And way too close to the apex there. So I'm not going to put ring on the powers soon. Putting the ride-out device on early. Oh, it enabled way too early though. I didn't want it to actually enable till I started going. Do I think MotoGP 22 is better than 21? You know what? When I first got MotoGP 22, I was completely against that anything was better than 21. But the more I play MotoGP 22, I would say I prefer MotoGP 22. I'd say there's better game modes, and I think the physics are a lot better. The braking are still... As far as the braking goes, I used to say it was better on MotoGP 21, but the more I play MotoGP 22 and the more you lock the front if you're... I would then say MotoGP 22 personally. I'm disappointed I blew that lap then, because we had a decent amount of speed. But on the penultimate lap, what's happened to Duarte? Tyre conservation really is just about being smooth on the acceleration. If you're very aggressive and you're bringing the power on quite abruptly and spinning the rear out of corners, then I would say you've got to look at how much acceleration you're bringing on. Because if you are just absolutely chewing it up, I'd consider either increasing the traction control or just being a little bit more gentle with the throttle. Now I can't use power setting 3 because we're actually trending downwards in the fuel. I don't know where Duarte is. Apparently he was in the corner over there. Okay, cheers JC. Thanks for joining me, mate. Appreciate that. Enjoy your grub. Hey, Motorboy's here. Good to see you, dude. Welcome to the stream, mate. I hope you're very well. And Elmo, Elmo, ER? Oh, I like ER. Can I call you ER, Elmo? That sounds really cool. How are you doing, buddy? It's good to see you back in the stream. I'm hoping I can improve my lap time here. Coming in late. Might have to consider power setting 1 here. I really don't like the way we're getting close to that. Well, into the 136s after a long time of pushing. Yeah, I do believe the Xbox Game Pass version is different to the Steam version. I don't believe you can play together, so unfortunately, mate, we won't be able to play. I don't have the game on the Game Pass version. I would probably never support Game Pass, so... Unless you have the Steam version, I don't think we'll be on. Whoops. So apparently this is where Duarte... Oh, there he is! I see him in the corner. So just after setting our personal fastest lap, I end up making a mistake. Besides preference, no, absolutely not, mate. There's no difference between each camera. And for those who tell you that you have to play it this way, or you have to play it that way, ignore them. Use it exactly how you want to use it. And I'm not also buying the developers intended of you to play this way either. They made as many camera angles for you to choose as much as you want. So feel no remorse, choose the camera angle that you want. So I didn't do too bad there. Of course, getting used to things and making us a few mistakes, but ultimately, not the worst performance, but certainly far from my best. I'm amazed we were able to wheelie with the ride height device. I didn't think that was going to let me do it. Okay, that's cool. I'm happy with that. So we have a few more riders joining us for this next session, I do believe. Excuse my gruff voice today. No, as I say, Geordie, the Steam version and the Xbox Game Pass version don't work together. There is no crossplay on the Steam version. Apparently it was something to do with Microsoft and a disagreement with Steam, so yeah. It is only available if you have the Windows version. I actually really missed that little animation. I didn't care for it at first, to be honest with you, but now I've seen it again, I quite like it. So, which bike should we choose next? Any suggestions, people? The comment section may be delayed, so it might not have a chance to actually pick one. But I fancy the Tech 3 KTM. I quite like this bike. And we have a plethora of nationalities in the session. Yeah, I'm with you on that one, Motorboy. I really do enjoy the helmet cam when it comes to... Oh, not Mugello. Every time I go on MotoGP, Mugello is picked. I'm picking Assen. And please not Mugello. It's always Mugello. Every single time. Every time. Oh my god. Yeah, I'm with you on that one, Mirka. I think there's a lack of sense of speed with MotoGP, and it's in the wet. Alright, I'm putting a bet down here, ladies and gentlemen. I will get back to your comments in a moment, Motorboy. Those who voted for Mugello will quit the session due to the wet weather conditions. I'm putting that out there now. It is always Mugello, isn't it? Every single race. Anyway, Motorboy. As I was saying. Love the helmet cam in MXGP. I find, for me, that's my preferred way to play. But when it comes to MotoGP and the other games, I prefer the third-person perspective. I'm still changing my electronics here. Yes, I think so. Yeah, I feel the same way, Ed. I really do. I'm very sluggish at the moment. Especially how each game is just so different in such a little way. I actually like racing in the wet weather conditions. And for some reason on Superbike 22, even when I put it every single time as variable, it never comes up. It's just always dry. The only differences we get... Ooh, very wide there into the first... Oh! Damn it. Oh, no, yeah. No, you do see a difference in the weather in Superbike, but it's always dry or dry and cloudy. Might as well just go straight back out. Don't disappoint Hervé Poncher. I'll get back out there. Well, yeah, it's always a shame that the wet weather conditions... I know when we did it in... Might have been Superbike, or might have been MotoGP, there was everyone saying, you know, get turn wet off, and I find that disappointing. I like the wet. Yeah, there's always a terrible lag in the chat. It's not that I'm just being ignorant, it's just that there's such a lag in it. Ooh! Whoops. I'm looking a bit rusty here. I've been saying that I like it, and then all of a sudden... Yeah. Playing Ride 4 to MotoGP, the bikes just feel insanely weird and just heavy. And then when you play Superbike and go back to Ride 4, you're like, oh my goodness, why does everything feel so light? I don't think I'm going to be in the way of anyone here. I've got to be really careful. I've made way too many big mistakes. I was trying to remember the last time I played Mugello. The last time I played Mugello was probably the MotoGP Academy. You take that back, Motorboy. Twitch is not better than YouTube. I actually get paid a decent amount on YouTube, not for Twitch. Twitch just seems to rip you off. And its viewers. So into Poggio Secco. Steady now. On the Tech 3 KTM as DrAce is now enjoying the session. Way steady. Oh, look at that spin. Probably should have considered swapping the bike over to power setting 2. Yeah, I lost a significant amount of time there. It's funny, out of all the tracks that were to be wet, it would be Mugello. Personally, I don't have any settings that makes the delay. I know you can do that. But it's also a good thing, because if anyone says anything inappropriate, I can respond to it within the time I've got and remove it. Oh, that's a big mistake. Invalidate that lap. I've got the feeling back now. Oh, my cat's just come in. Greetings. As we break into San Donato for the second time of asking. Way steady. Oh, something's happened to our Portuguese friend. Steady. So we went really aggressive on the power here. Let's see what the difference is. So we gained at least a tenth and a little bit. I don't know how we were able to lose 4 seconds early on in that particular sector. Yeah, 4 seconds down. How? In one sector? I don't particularly believe that. If that's the case, I'm earning 2 seconds in the next part of the track. I think that might be incorrect. I'm curious to see now, since Duarte's joined, has it kept his lap time? I lost the front. I knew that was coming. And I just dropped my controller. Oh, damn it. I moved my monitor over so I have less room on the front now. Oops. My nose has been running. Oh no, it must have kept Duarte's time. That's good. That's really good. I'm going to try the medium tyres now. I think the soft might be a little bit too. Soft front, medium rear. Let's give that a go. I don't tend to watch many streams at all. I pop into Meerkats every now and again. But for the majority of things, I don't really have time to watch streams. But usually I don't like anything Twitch. I actually started one time streaming on Twitch. I think I have like 70 followers. No, I don't think so. Oh, sorry, Mr. Vectron, I blew my nose. My nose was running. I can see that would be very off-putting. So, a tenth in the first sector. That does feel a lot better actually now using the soft front medium rear. I don't remember, but are the ride height devices banned in the wet conditions? Oh my goodness. The Portuguese are rain masters. Good lad. I don't usually struggle in the wet, but this feels significantly different to how it feels in Superbike 22. And I just literally did the wet weather guide in Superbike a few days ago. And now this one, wow. It doesn't seem to be the braking that's difficult in Superbike 22, but it's the braking that's changed in MotoGP 22. Could very well be a cold LT. That one's not a delay, I just missed that comment. At this time of year, the change of weather gets me. I have very dry eyes and runny nose. And a sore throat. Steady! Yeah, I should have known that the Portuguese are wet weather masters. Look at Mugello. Someone's had a massive moment there. Oh, and as if I touched his strewn motorcycle. Hey, Mr. Storm, welcome, dude. How are you, mate? You've joined at a bad time, to be honest. I'm not looking too good. And I don't have any more wet weather compounds for the race, so I better be careful here. Still sticking with a medium rear, perhaps. But I'm not going to be able to finish lap time anyway. Pretty bad so far. Try not to drop your control anymore, Motorboy, yeah? Anyone want a glass of iron brew? Yeah, I am not going to be able to. Might consider increasing the traction control for the wet weather conditions. Yeah, that's what I'm confused about. Into the first sector, 3 or 4 seconds down. What the hell are you doing, Duarte? Can you imagine if his track was dry? Yeah, because that's what I asked the same question, Meerkat, that if we're 3 seconds down in the first split, how am I only 3.6 behind? That means I'm taking seconds back. So I'm not sure. I actually like the cold and wet weather. I don't mind it at all. I hate the humid hot weather. But I do get colds easily, so that's one downfall, if you will. Well, the AI's not doing too bad. Got a good lap time coming in here from the man on board the Tech 3 KTM. Kind of chilling at the most. But 3 seconds down in the first split. What has gone on there? You know what, Mr. Vectron? I don't think I'm looking my best tonight in the sense of corners, but most of it is all about the brakes. You get the entry right on the brakes and get the lean angle correct, and you bring on the right amount of power. You're laughing then for the exit of the corner, but going into the corner, it's important, very, very important to get the braking right. So try and focus on that first if you're struggling with corners, and then tackle the corner itself. But I'm always aiming out of the corner as well. So rather than staring at the apex, just staring beyond it and trying to push outwards. I'm currently using the the DualShock 4 controller. Vitali. There's Duarte in pole position. I think Meerkat just left us for a second there. But I am considering swapping over to the DualSense controller. I did a video recently of comparing the controllers, and I was much quicker. Well, not much quicker, no, that's incorrect. I set a faster lap time with the DualSense controller, but the consistency was off. So I'm better using the controller I'm very much accustomed to. But at the same time, I think every controller is fine. It's just that it takes time to get used to. Do you need another invite, Meerkat, or will it let you join back? I don't know how it's going to work in this. Exactly, LT. Exactly. And in England, when the heat is hot, it's terrible because the houses are built to keep the heat in. So everything is just red hot. It's warm, it's sticky, and very, very difficult. You use the same HUD like me? You've lost me there, dude. I did what? Right then. Wet weather conditions. Bang on. The Reinhardt device. Upshift to first gear. Wait for the red lights to go out. And away we go. That was a great start. That was probably one of the best launches I've done in MotoGP. Must remember to brake early and gentle. Probably going to get taken out into the first corner. Am I foreseeing the future or not? Apparently not. Oh, the rear is slipping. In the difficult wet conditions. Oh, I see. Yeah, I think that was the best head to choose from. Sadly, there's no like decent facial hair to put on the riders because I have a moustache and a beard, but in the game you just get that bog standard one. So we got the dream start here, and without Meerkat, we have an opportunity. Which circuit would I recommend for cornering? You know what? I would say Qatar. I think Qatar is a great spot to learn the corners because there's quite a lot of different corners in that one. Some very fast flowing ones, some tight apexes to get. Some corners you have to brake on an angle as well, so yeah. I would recommend Qatar. Would also consider Mazzano in that list as well. Great track. Oh, slipping all over the place. I think I will give the TCS3 a chance. We're using all of the pit lane entrance there. Thank you, Mr. Storm. I didn't see your good luck wishes. Maybe that's why I had that launch off the line then. Yeah, wow, Meerkat, you're not kidding. Same as Superbike 22 then. Ooh, getting a bit greedy there. Wanted to go back to the old wet weather, dry weather braking markers. Yeah, what the hell did you do in the first sector, Duarte, in that qualifier? So we're not looking too bad for this Grand Prix now. Don't usually put the ride-out device in there. Thought, ah no, I've messed it up in Scarpa now. Saved it a little bit, but yeah, TCS3 is golden, isn't it? Now keep it in tight for current tyre. Wait for the opportunity to change it over. Change direction. Beautiful apex. Don't rush it wide. Ah, still did. Bring on the power now coming out of Bacchini. Concerned about that fuel. 1.4 behind. Ooh, pushed it. I pushed, and I failed. I'm beginning to think the same because 4 seconds? Surely that would have invalidated though, because that is a significant amount of time. It really was off-putting though, wasn't it? Because I thought, oh my goodness, I'm just doing terrible. Oh. Oh, no, I was reading the comment. No, 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 no. Oh. This would be a rough, rough race to watch. So of course guys, if you are enjoying the content so far, be sure to hit the like button. It does help the stream out quite significantly, and of course as you see, we do get some newcomers every now and again with the recommendations, and that is due to you brilliant people for hitting the like button. Oh, we went wide into Correntaio. I must confess, I'm doing a bit more concentrating in this one than I thought I would be doing. That's cheeky, that is cheeky. Might be right there, LTM. Well, I know in that session that Meerkat, his game crashed. So maybe the whole session was just bugged. We're using all of the pit lane entrance. I like to do that because that's what they do in MotoGP in real life, don't they? They use a lot of that pit lane entrance. Not taking any risks. Trying to brake at the same point. So we're back into the green and the fuel as well now, so I don't really need to be conservative, but I don't trust the fuel. Did you have to drop down to power setting 1 in the last race, Meerkat? Or did you stay on 2 the entire way? Beginning to get a bit more confidence now. The braking, it just feels significantly different to Superbike 22, but not in a bad or good way, just different. It is nice to be playing MotoGP again though. So next week, I must stress that there will be no stream. I'll not be here, so I'll not have a chance to do it. My apologies. Maybe at the hotel, I might be able to, I don't know, but we'll have to see. I won't have my good mic quality or anything like that though, so we'll see how it goes. Is that mic going to do that all the way through? It is annoying how the Xbox button prompts come up when you're using a PS4 controller, honestly. It's one of my biggest gripes with playing on PC. You can fix that sometimes if you use wired controllers, but I'm not using a wired controller. Maybe I'll have a 4-second lead from the hotel. I'll be back on Ride 4 then. I'll be doing a lot of Ride 4. And from what I understand, we're using PS5s in Birmingham, so I need to start using the PS5 controller for Ride 4. Maybe I'll do some videos in the week. So for those looking forward to Ride 4 and been wanting to see it, wish granted. Too much power bringing it on too early. So consistency-wise, not good. Personally, I had too many mistakes in this one, but ever since that wicked launch off the line. Mustn't push too hard now, but I'm beginning to feel like I know where I'm being going slow. There's Wavy D. He's quite fast if I remember right. Sure, I've had him in a couple of sessions in my streams before, and same as Meerkats as well, I believe. The hotel bathroom gives good times. Well, I'll be doing a vlog, so we'll see how we get on in there. Much better out of Biandetti 2 there. Now, I don't know if it's just the dry line forming, or if I'm just generally getting a bit more confident. I guess it's a bit of both. Teamwork between the French team and the British rider right now. Someone is down. Is he about to bump me? Has he wanted to use the slipstream? Now we go into Materassi for turn 4. Quick change of direction for Borgo San Lorenzo. As the Prima Pramat Ducati rider's gone down behind us. You know what? I actually, I don't know the rider, so I was a bit hesitant, thinking I was going to get knocked off. But I got my speed on. Thankfully, I was able to get away. Don't want to assume, but you never know, do you? Blue light out there. So we're either approaching another back marker, or there's a back marker behind me that's close. Ooh, that's a bit messy. So apologies that the game crashed on your Meerkat. Sure, it would have been nice to join us in this one, as we're slowly drying. Alright, Bluey. Second cat has just joined the stream. Hello. Oh, now she's gone again. She's left my room. That's too late. Or is it? Hey, we managed to get stopped. Good lad. Beautifully done. Yes, I'm beginning to enjoy this now. Not beginning to, but I really feel like this is coming on now. The feeling is more natural. Yeah, it really does, doesn't it? I wonder what it is. Maybe the game is just trying to put you off so that so other people can win. So here's a question for you then, Meerkat. At this point of the race now, of course, dry line forming. Would you consider lowering the traction control, or would you consider keeping it as the same, or even swapping something else? What would the Meerkat do? Personally, for myself, I am going to leave it at TCS3. If it ain't broke, certainly don't try and fix it. Well, a little bit early on the brakes there for Corintaio. Chucked on the ride-out device there for a change to see what difference it would really make. I don't think it made a significant difference, but the Repsol Honda man ahead of us just went down. But we are now beginning to stay the distance. And it's now time for the final lap here in Mugello. So I was half right with my estimation. People would choose Mugello. People would crash in Mugello. People would see there was wet weather conditions in Mugello and then leave Mugello. We have 4 people remaining. Wavy D doesn't count since he joined halfway through. We need to put a ban on Mugello online. I swear. Yeah, I will say though, the tyre degradation in this game compared to Superbike is quite massive. You can usually, as you do yourself, you always get away with the SCX. Or myself, and I like the SC0 and the SCQ, but I don't think anything really significantly drops off like it does in MotoGP 22. So with the dry line forming and confidence in riding and belief from the aces, we have increased our lap times again. And we will, because I'm going to go power setting 3 for the straight, but that is going to be it. Victory here in Mugello on board the Red Bull KTM Tech 3. Well, I rather enjoyed that. I felt like we really made a difference as this race progressed. I tell you what, it was that start. It was absolutely that start. That start was lightning. And the next start will probably be bad. You usually do get a good start, though. Especially in Superbike 22. But here, that was a wonderful start. What, intentionally, Duarte, or they mean that they just wouldn't... Oh, are they like that, really? I hate that. 33 seconds, that's one hell of a lag spike. Maybe they're working in tandem. Are you first? Yes. Well, I was, but Meerkat's about to join. I don't think you can kick out of public lobbies, can you? Maybe we need to start doing a private one. Which bike do we want now? We've not used the Yamaha. We haven't used the Aprilia. I do fancy Aprilia. Hey, Thomas has joined us. Oh, that's good to see. I am just going to mute everyone just in case. So if it is a lobby where people are not the friendliest, I certainly don't want... Wait, what? I'm trying to... Alright, okay. So, which track are we getting? We got one for Qatar, always gets picked as well. I do like the track, but it is nice to see other tracks on the circuit. Donington has a vote. I am keen to try Donington. Donington's vote is gone. I guess I'm happy to pick any, but it's Estoril. I love Estoril. So here we go then. A dry session in Estoril. Oh, of course. Of course it'd be you, Duarte. I'm not mad. I'm glad you didn't choose Portimao. Phillip Island, if you want Phillip Island, I have no preference on each track. Happy with all. So. This is going to feel weird. This is going to feel weird, I know it. I'm actually very keen to see how we do. Because the braking marker into turn 1 was... Oh, sorry Meerkat. I just have to change some stuff. I really should have stayed with Meerkat there so I could get his slipstream. Oh, I'm actually really looking forward to trying this. Whee! I put the ride height device on way too early there. You know what, Senpai Shadow? I would have said no a few months ago. Oh, I'll tell you what, that is quite different indeed. I would have said no to Motegi probably a year ago. But when I started playing it on MotoGP 22, I really fell in love with it. I think Motegi is a great track. I never used to feel that way though. I never used to enjoy it. I used to dread seeing it come up on career mode, but now I do really enjoy it. I think it's a great circuit. So, yes, we'll probably have to do Motegi at some point tonight as well. And Phillip Island, since LT has requested. And if we have enough time for more, then we certainly do more. I'll pick the Yamaha next as well. Ooh, that's too tight. My goodness, that's a nasty crash. Is that Marquez? Oh, goodness me. Yeah, it is a great track. I do find the AI is really competitive there as well, I would say, compared to the other tracks. I'll leave the tyres as they are. So, a mistake already. And I've just remembered, I don't remember the time I last played with the Aprilia. I remember not liking the Aprilia. I didn't really particularly find it handled very well, but it feels nice. So Wavy D sets us off with a 131.145. Slide the rear into the first corner. Hey, steady on. You can tell I've been playing this track a lot on Superbike. Ooh. Bloody hell, we lost 0.8 of a second there. This is just a terrific track, honestly. I love this circuit. This might be criminal to say, but I think I prefer the feeling in MotoGP of this track now. Just flows so beautiful. I have to fight it a bit on Superbike, but wow. I'm not going to set the fast lap, of course not, but wow. Whether it's the Aprilia or if it's just MotoGP 22, but this feels incredible. There is Wavy D. Ooh. It's not ideal. Didn't really want any rider in my way. I think I'm going to have to back out of this lap here. There's not much I can do. Oh, I almost followed him in then. I remember on MotoGP 21 is where I really adored the Aprilia. Ooh, that's tight to the apex, that is. Oh, there's so many riders in the way, isn't there? Oh, too tight to the apex. Oh, and I think Wavy D got caught behind me. Sky says hello. Hello, dude. Welcome. How are you, mate? Let's get a fresh pair of tyres on. Yeah, I'm really enjoying the way this bike feels. I think I would like to change some of the transmission, though. Which corner is it that I find it's just going on a little bit too long? I want to try that, just for now. So 1.6 behind Meerkat, that's pretty much similar to what it is on Superbike. So let's see if we can improve. Do we need to change any electronics side? I'm not entirely sure. So this is why I extended the first gear. So now for the first corner, I can brake a little bit later. Might have gone too early again. Yeah, I did. Still braking the Superbike one. Now firm on the anchors will go, pushing. Usually prefer that tighter apex, but probably should try the wider line there. And by 6/10, that's too wide. That suddenly just stopped braking, really. Just keep finding Wavy D. Oh, thank you, mate. Ooh. Slight correction there on the bike. Oh my goodness, it is an improvement, but so is Meerkat. That's quite a difference there into that first split. Too wide there. You can brake much later into that corner than you can on Superbike. It's a big, big difference for me. Damn it. Second and fifth corner almost the same, more flat out there. Fifth corner being the right hand side. No, I would not say flat out, definitely not. If you go flat out there, you're going to spin the rear up. Probably go flat out if I increase the traction control, but then I would probably lose too much time in the other areas. I'm still sticking with the soft tyres. I think that is the combination to be on right now. I think we're good. Is Robbie on an actual lap? No, he is not. I think that's the one who Duarte said bumped into him earlier, so we'll have to be careful. But I really love this circuit, and I really love the way this Aprilia feels. I always neglect the fact that when I bring the ride-out device on, the bike is going to be tougher to bring across. Ooh, yeah, that wasn't ideal. That was not ideal. That's a big, big mistake into the first corner. Oh well, that's my session over. Well, I'm going to stick with the soft tyres for the race, I do believe. If we get a good start, and then get the braking right into the first corner, we should have a good chance of a solid race here. But I did just drop down to third on the provisional front row, so that is a shame. But Thomas is on a personal best, or he was. Something's happened to him. Angus is on the Prima Ducati here, so his lap time is not going to the particular special. And neither is Rob. Oh, Robbie's had a massive moment there. Look at that. Oh, was it Robbie? Yeah, it was indeed. That was a rough crash, that was. Getting a little bit wide onto the outside of the circuit and just launching himself into oblivion. And there is Meerkat, who is actually faster again in the third split. Across the line any moment now. Is he going to improve? He is not this time around. So we're just waiting for Angus, who is behind me. And currently my AI autopilot is outpacing him, so he's got to crack on here. Come on, Angus. Has he just invalidated the lap? Nope. He's still going. Come on, Angus. You've got this, mate. So, we will finish this lap, and then we will be able to get the racing underway. I hope it doesn't crash for Meerkat again. I think that's why we get those hangs sometimes. So, I'm 1.7 behind the Meerkat, 1.3, no, 4 tenths behind Wavy D. And there is Duarte in 4th place. Oliver, fellow Portuguese rider. So the two... Oh, it's a British 1, 2, 3. I didn't actually realise Wavy D was English. I knew I'd seen him before, though. Definitely seen him somewhere before. And it looks like there's no crashing, so good. We're all fine. So I'm going to go for the soft tyres once again. And then... I think... I'm leaving everything else as is. So the number 47... Oh, it's good to have my number 47 back. I don't mind the number 11 in Superbike 22, but it's not the same. I like the 47. It's my number. So we'll be doing the Yamaha next. Be sure to let me know any other suggestions you want me to cover tonight. We're streaming for at least another hour yet, so plenty of time. Just depends how long this race will be. And my cat has arrived. Hello, Rio. I'm going to have to move you across now. Thank you, love. I've got a race against some fast competition. So let's do it. I'm starting in 3rd place. Ride height device in. Clutch held. Waiting for the red light. It's a good start. Whoa! What was that? Oh, it's going to... Oh, that Honda. Oh, carnage! Duarte's been pushed wide. And Oliver benefits. He takes the lead. It's the Repsol Honda 1-2. Oh, Thomas, he brakes a bit early there. Oh, someone's down. It was the race leader. And we're up on the inside. And away we go then. So I almost went flat out there, LT. I just couldn't manage to go full. It was about 85, let's say. Sean says, yo! Hello, dude. Oh no. I was yoing. So I pretty much had the start that I wanted to have. Now it's just about keeping it all together, I guess. Yeah, I'm still bringing the power on like I do in Superbike, and it's not really working for that particular corner. So we've got 10 laps of this Estoril Grand Prix. It's more than enough time for Meerkat to chase me down. Ooh. Oh, god damn it. I had a hair in my mouth and I was trying to remove it. Oh, that was so annoying. Might have to consider dropping the fuel then. One thing you can do in MotoGP that you can't in Superbike, and that is to downshift fast through the gears. Doesn't really work well on Superbike. Puts too much power in the rear. Oh god, that's all coming apart here. Meerkat on the prowl, oh you know he's coming. But to be fair though, AVD was quicker than me, so... Let's see what he's up to. We've not seen DrAce on the Aprilia since MotoGP 21 when I did the career mode. Not quite, Martin. Not quite. It was one of my own from my moustache. She did pop by though, little cat a moment ago. Made a mockery of that second corner. They really messed up. Now I don't know whether they're using power setting 3 to catch me up or if they're just still using power setting 2. I've gone wide again. Just every time I make that corner I just go straight back into the Superbike 22 mode. You know, I've been doing this so much on Superbike, we're going back to MotoGP, but... Oh, I've done it again. I've got to concentrate. Too many mistakes already in this session. Feeling the pressure somewhat, I will confess. Oh my goodness. Got to remember to brake like it is MotoGP 22 and not Superbike. Do I think Bautista will win Superbike next year? Unless there's any changes with the bike, I don't see why not. He clearly has the biggest advantage, so I can't see why not. I would like to see Superbike be a bit more competitive next season, a bit more closer for the other manufacturers as well, not just the same 3 people over and over again. No, I went too early on the brakes there again. I am being chased down here. Don't I know it? That's it. Hard on the brakes. You can go hard on MotoGP. Oh, Meerkat and Wavy D are fighting. That's what we need. The infighting. Let me get away at the front scot-free. Oh, that's a terrible corner. That was awful. Deserve every track limit warning I got then. So just trying to keep the wolves at bay here. I don't know why it's not telling me who sets the fastest lap, but all I know, it wasn't me. I'm pushing. I don't usually use so much rear brake in that corner, but I had to use it a lot then. Oh, the pressure. Could it be anyone but him? How long am I staying on for? Probably for another hour. Oh, I should never do this, Excalibur. I really shouldn't. The other year I picked Alex Rins to win and he crashed like 10 times in the season, so I really shouldn't pick a rider. But I guess I should. Oh, blew it. The pressure. The pressure. It's coming. It's insurmountable. Imagine if I went for it there. That would have been the most stupid overtake ever. Look at that lean angle from Meerkat. I'm on the grass here. It is, but I'm playing the Steam version, which is not cross-platform. So Meerkat got the better of me, he really did. I'm sure he would have loved to have done me in the third corner here, like he did in Superbike the other day. I really don't know whether I should have really used more power setting 3, I think. Maybe I blew it. Let's try it. Yep, Meerkat did it. No, but see, look at that. I was 1.1 of fuel. And now I've gone to power setting 3, it's 0.1, so I can't use power setting 3 then. This makes no sense. Don't want to let him go. I'm trying. The soft option was, I think, a mistake here. It's looking pretty worse for wear on the right-hand side of the tyre. If I hadn't made those 2 mistakes, maybe I could have lasted a bit longer, but oh well. I was merely delaying the inevitable, wasn't I? I think Wavy D is going to catch me as well here, and that's a crash for me, I think. Oh, wow, I saved it. Get back here, Meerkat. It's confusing as well because I don't know whether Wavy D or anyone else has got power setting 3 left. Look at the rear spinning. That was a slide and a half, that. Happy little accidents. Oh no, there's definitely mistakes. Far from pristine in this one. I like to be the chaser, not the chased. The hunter, not the hunted. There was a vote for Phillip Island first with the Yamaha, and then it'll be Valencia. Might as well let him through. There's no way I could get back onto the track safely there. Racing etiquette for you, ladies and gentlemen. Of course, I could have just come onto the track like a buffoon then. Oh, Wavy D's gone wide. Too greedy. I'm a little bit confused with if I'm using power setting incorrectly in this game right now, because I lost a lot of time from Wavy D from just that acceleration, which made me a little bit desperate. So I'm confused whether I can use more fuel or not. I always find online it is extremely unreliable. So, do I use power setting 3 or not? Like, because I'm going to put it up to power setting 3 now. Let's see how much fuel I'll have by the end of this lap. Still 0.9. I have already used the Ducati for tonight, but I'll see if we can... I'm sure we can pick another Ducati. Yeah, so now I am 0.2 of fuel. Will that last the distance, or am I going to have to swap it again? Wait, doesn't Humongous join us on Superbike 22 as well? I think he does. Oh, he's on the dirt. So now I'm going to have to drop the fuel again. I'm so confused on what I should do with the fuel in this game. In Superbike, you don't really need to manage it at all. You can just sort of leave it be. I've noticed that my lap... Oh, then again, I was going to say my lap times really fell off a cliff, but I think that's when I swapped back over to power setting 2. Well, it was a tough ask in this one. I led as much as I possibly could. Didn't need to panic against Wavy D. I could have fought him back. There wasn't that much in it. But I just seen him pull away from me so effortlessly. I was like, oh my god, do something. And then I thought, I should just use power setting 3. And stayed with him, stayed in his slipstream, because he would eventually have to change his fuel. So, surely. Oh, I thought that guy was in the session. So this begins our final lap of the race. Just crossing the line now. Probably shouldn't have gone for the rear soft. But it is what it is. We chose, we gambled, we led the race, it was fun. Well, there's a definite air of disappointment at the moment. I blew it. There's no secret. Into the interior section for the last time. What a great race it's been nonetheless. I love this circuit. Feels fantastic in MotoGP 22. I think this was one of my first time trials I did. It was with the 2006 Yamaha YZR M1 with Valentino Rossi, of course. And I think that's the one where Meerkat topped me on it as well. As if you can imagine that. But he's about to cross the line now. Victory goes to the man from Britain for his second one today. Wavy D second. And it's a bit of a lonely ride for me in third position. Power setting 3 across the line. Not bad. So we had Phillip Island with the Yamaha. So, yes. Yamaha, Phillip Island next. And then we'll pick... Well, I'll certainly vote for Valencia after that one, Excalibur. I must confess the number 47 always looks good on the Aprilia. So what lap times was Meerkat doing in the end? He did a 1:32.8. Me and Wavy D very close on lap times there. 1:33.9, 1:33.8. Duarte 1:35, Oliver 1:36. Bit of a battle there actually between two 1:36s, Oliver and Thomas, the two factory Honda boys. And then Humongous and Robbie at the end. I think Robbie didn't race half of that one, did he? Sure, I've seen him in the gravel trap. I was concerned that was just going to be a black screen. Good amount of riders in the lobby now. Not seen that many riders on Superbike in a while. So, should we go factory Yamaha or the same Yamaha that Meerkat's running? Let's go factory Yamaha. I'm ready up. Why does it say race 3 laps, 35%? What the hell does that mean? So we're going to vote for Phillip Island, yeah? That was a vote we had. Who was it who requested Phillip Island? I was LT. There you go. I voted for Phillip Island. Any surprise votes? Aragon? Kimi Ring? I mean, really? Aragon? Like, I'm fed up of it in Superbike. And God knows how I'd be feeling about it in here. Probably the same or worse. Oh, did you guys hear that Kevin Conroy passed away? That was a shame, wasn't it? So here we go then. Phillip Island, cloudy conditions. Excuse me. I am keen to see how we fare here in Phillip Island compared to what we did in Superbike 22. Yeah, I'm not a massive fan of Phillip Island, really. I do enjoy the circuit, but I never find I have any good races there. Always in real life, the racing's awesome there, but I never actually have a good race in Phillip Island with riders. So we'll see how we get on, see what lap times we can put in. Let's go for the softs just to get things going. And maybe I'll consider swapping it over to the medium rear time. So it looks like we're the second rider on track. I think it was JCU Ban. There he is, just ahead of us, coming out of the MG corner. Turn 10. Iconic corner. So, change all my settings. There we go. Good to go. Oh, got caught on the rumble strip. Braked way too early there. I don't think I could have braked any earlier. Really shouldn't have brought the ride-out device on there. How the hell am I going to turn it in here? So into the Miller corner then. Definitely don't bring the ride-out device on here. So Lukey Heights I love, but I don't feel particularly confident in Superbike 22. This feels a lot better. I'm breaking into the MG corner. Wow, really out of shape there. It was nice to race Sergio 23 here the other day. Across the line, do I set us up? I do get us going, even though I had that horrendous first sector where I went really slow on the brakes. Too tight. Yeah, so that's a big difference then. That first corner is feeling significantly different to Superbike. Got to try that. I did say I wanted to try the medium rear after the soft, so let's stick to my word on that one so far. Who is that behind me? It is Wavy D. I tell you what, let's jump back into the pits and get out of his way. Anyone else there? No. I was trying to figure out whether Wavy D was on a proper outlap there or not, but I couldn't see him on the left-hand side, so I just thought, well, might as well move out the way. I didn't actually get a fresh front tyre in. I don't think that's really that necessary right now. Well, I don't know why I'm also being conservative with the tyres when there's plenty of time. Whoa! What the hell was that? What on earth was that? What? Does anyone else's game go doolally then? So let's brake late. No, I still went quite early though. Better though. That's why we gained 0.5 of a second. And not using the ride-out device here. It's going to be crucial. So that's one thing you can't do on Superbike. You can't brake that firm on an angle. Which is more realistic, of course. Keep it in. Ah, too wide. Take a wide sweeping angle then. Bringing the ride-out device on now. Go on. Cross the line. We're going up to third. No, still third. The Great Meerkat has gone down somewhere on the circuit. Not given the privilege of knowing where. That's late. That's too late. Yeah, it's too late. Oh well. Back into the pits. Yeah, camaraderie, LT, yes. Well, you got to move out the way, haven't you? I know it winds me up when riders don't move out the way for yourself, because you're trying to concentrate, you're trying to do your best lap, and then someone's there in the middle when they don't need to be. Might as well move out the way. Hey, Rick Davis, the game is awesome, playing it right now in career mode. Yes! We love MotoGP 22. Probably my favourite MotoGP game of the last 10 years. I do really enjoy this one. Had a lot of fun. Artrix RJK. What's your favourite track ever? Could be from any time in any sport. Well, there's only bike sports for me, really. I would say Cadwell Park, maybe? Do you very much enjoy Cadwell? But then again, considering how good the Knockhill race was in BSB this year, might have to say that. Not bad on the... Wow, good job, pal. Good job. Good job, mate. Good job. Camaraderie at its finest, being taken out into the Miller corner. Well done. Arta says, hi there, Among Us. In the beninging of the stream, we had some good races. Well, now, having a good time as well, until that rider just absolutely clattered into us, and this is going to be a nightmare. I think I'm going to go back into the pits here. But then again, it does make it for some funny entertainment, so let's see what happens. Wow. Is that rider lagging, or is that his riding style? Ooh, what, has he got some sort of force field around him? What the hell was that? Oh my goodness. Was that some sort of force field? Just, the bike went all like, whoa, around him. Oh my goodness. Get a sound effect above that and you could think it was like some alien invasion. What the hell? How is everyone feeling about the new champion in Superbikes, Alvaro Bautista? I don't know. He deserves it. He's a fantastic rider, but I'm just getting bored of Superbike this year. Seeing him just open the throttle and beat Top Rack and Jonathan Rea is not entertaining at all. So, yeah, he deserves it though. He's a great rider. So, and it's not his fault that he's light. It's not his fault that he has that advantage. And he shouldn't really be penalised for it, 'cause it's not his, as I say, it's not his fault. LT says, to be honest, you're the first YouTuber with whom I'm interacting with via through the text. Never spoke to others when they live streamed. I think it was relevant. I guess I don't see why it isn't relevant. I mean, if you feel we have a connection, I appreciate that. I just like to make sure everyone's included and feel welcome. So I've not been able to set any particular good lap times here. Did have some good ones at the beginning. Unfortunately, we were clattered into on the previous lap time. Ooh. I think regarding Ducati winning both championships is fantastic for the sport, though. Ducati totally deserve winning championships. They should have done for years. It's just that they've always gone up against tougher competition. I think Andrea Dovizioso. Now, we could do a lot of what-ifs, buts and maybes, but that one in particular is just that he met Marquez at his peak. If Marquez wasn't at his peak, we would have had a Ducati championship in Dovizioso. And in MotoGP, in Superbike, Chaz Davies has always gone up against a very, very tough competitor in Jonathan Rea, and even more from Tommy Sykes and everyone else. So I think they've been working so hard, and they deserve it more than anyone. I think that's why they've put so much time and money and power into getting the best bike ever. That, yeah, they absolutely deserve it. They're the best bikes in both competitions. Michael Ruff, are you using a controller or a sim? I am using the DualShock 4 controller. I don't even know if there is a sim available for MotoGP or bike games in general, really. Unless it's those arcade ones, and I think that'd be very tough. And I wouldn't be talking like this, I think I'd be knackered. It would be very difficult. So I am a little bit concerned for this race. I didn't feel any particular better in this race or in Superbike, to be honest with you, so maybe I've just fallen out of love of Phillip Island. I don't know. I don't know what it is. I just don't seem to be loving this track like I used to be doing. And of course, guys, if you're new to the channel, be sure to consider hitting the subscribe button. And of course, if you're enjoying it as well, be sure to hit the like button. Are you going to sit this one out, Meerkat? You're not enjoying Phillip Island? And Wavy D's gone as well, so okay, I will get the win, I hope. So Wavy D 19... You know what? I've never seen any of these pictures before. I've seen there was a bald one for Duarte, and I've never seen that before. I assumed everyone had the same one that I use, or the one Meerkat uses. But I never set a good lap time in this one. I'm a little bit disappointed. Perhaps Meerkat's going for the old race director. Yeah, there's quite a lot of people in here. Oh, Duarte, what happened to Duarte? Why is he not racing? So, soft front. Medium rear. But fresh tyres, of course. I need to get a drink, but there's no way. Maybe? Yeah, I noticed that. Actually, I'm going to not ready up and I'm going to go and get myself an iron brew. I shall return. And for my non-English viewers, iron brew is just a Scottish beverage, I think it is. Is it Scotland? Yeah, it is. It is Scotland. It's a very delicious beverage, but I couldn't tell you what it tastes like. It's very unique. So, cheers, ladies and gentlemen. If any of you wants one, I've got plenty in the fridge. But right, we're readying up. I'll have a bit of a beverage. What's the most difficult track in both games for you? 100% Portimao. Superbike 22, Portimao almost broke me. I was so disappointed with the performance in that one. So sad. So, yeah, I guess I would say that one. Do I still play Ride 4? No. But yes. I'm not playing it at the moment, but I will be playing it again next week, because I do have an event in Birmingham on Saturday where I'll be playing a lot of Ride 4 for the fans, etc. So, yes. Oh, I absolutely... Oh, Meerkat's absolutely clattered. Oh, my goodness. That was horrendous. Like an RKO out of... Oh, more carnage! Oh, goodness me. What is wrong with this bike? Why does it feel so slippery? My ride height device is not disengaged. My ride height device is not disengaged. This is why these things should be banned. Why is it not disengaged? It won't disengage here, maybe. Finally. It's Conflict Desert Storms here. Right. Let's go get it. Any word on Ride 4? Ride 5? Not yet. It'll be out this year, though, I guarantee it. Next year. They're not going to leave Ride 5 for another year. Oh, the Prima Ducati rider has gone off. Prima Pramac Ducati rider. There you go. So Papi Juan then on the board the Ducati. I didn't see his lap times, to be honest with you, so I don't know how competitive he is, but he seems pretty good so far. It's nice to have this many people in a lobby, though. Oh, thank you, Michael. I appreciate that. I hope it helped. If you need any more advice or you're looking for more guides, just let me know. More than happy to help. I don't know what's changed, but this bike feels really weird. There's a blue flag out for somebody, but I don't know who. I know, what are the chances of that though, Meerkat? We've come on to MotoGP 22. Thought it'd be a great idea this, because we could try some different tracks. We've just done the same tracks. Granted, I did choose this one because LT asked for it, but the other one was what? Well, Jerez was different. And what was the other track we just did? Oh, Estoril. I wasn't mad at that though. I enjoyed that. So, fastest man on track for now, 126.7. I don't particularly feel significantly quick, and the Ducati is gone. Whoa. Goodness me. Where is he? I'm actually glad that happened. Because I wanted to race. Ah, the fuel glitches happened in this one, so we have to be very careful here. Excuse me, my voice went then. Very careful. So it says we got +3 at laps. I guarantee you we don't have that much fuel. So we need to be very careful here. Well, yeah, it's like Fabio battling and dicing with the Ducatis, isn't it? Well, now we've got the second power setting on. We need to be very careful here. Yep, so we'll do Donington next then, yeah, Meerkat. Portimao afterwards, then Aragon. I think I would also like to see... oh, Motegi. We have to choose Motegi next week. We had a request. And I like Motegi, so... Oh, something's happened to Duarte. Oh, Papi Juan must have crashed. Did he crash and turn Juan? Oh no, that was terrible. You know it's bad when you yourself you have to laugh. Ah, takes Juan to know Juan. Motegi next then, dude. Motegi next. I have a fun fact for you. So I'm using my rose gold DualShock 4 controller today. And now the interesting part about this is that I actually went to sell this controller because I wasn't using it anymore. And I sold it away and I got a message saying that the controller doesn't work. It's faulty. Now, we've been streaming for 2 hours and might surprise you this, but I'm still using the rose gold DualShock 4 controller, so any ideas what wasn't working? I don't think there's an issue with this controller. Faulty, they say. Definitely not. Is there any other tracks we want to see, and which bikes do we want to see? Oh, Valencia also had a request. So we must do Motegi and Valencia. Both tracks we haven't done in Superbike since they aren't there. That's a shame that we lost Wavy D, because he looked really quick in this one. So are you actually in the race, Meerkat, or did you get yourself disqualified? How did that work? I'm seeing a lot of riders who have just stopped playing, actually, unless they've just recently crashed and they're stuck in the gravel. Blue flags are out. So it looks like someone's down in the Stoner corner. See if we can catch who it is. Not really, not those speeds. Forget it. You guys may be able to see it, but unfortunately I'm concentrated on the actual track. I did try and have a look though. Well, I guess if you get disqualified, you can go for the old race director mode, or whatever you call it, the spectator mode. Oh, it's you in turn 3 then. Yeah, it is. Little Stoner corner. I don't know how much fuel I've got here. It says +5, 6 laps, but I guarantee that's not the case. It is the Stoner corner. Named after the great Casey Stoner. Donat is here. Mini threes. Yeah, I don't think you can get disqualified in a public lobby, can you? Wavy D has returned. I think he'll be disappointed there because I think he even took pole position, didn't he? Meerkat's chilling with what? A blunt object? A weapon? In the Casey Stoner corner? Ooh, steady. Do I need to swap it down to power setting 1? Oh, a bit eager on the power there, seeing the rear tyre just slip out a little bit. Oh, very wide there, humongous. Ah, yes, LT. Sorry, I'm a bit naive when it comes to stuff like that. It's not something I've ever done. What's going on with the timing sheet on the left-hand side there? Really not sure if I need to swap it down to power setting 3. That's power setting 1. 5 laps plus with a smidgen of fuel. I will try and improve my lap time here, but then power setting 1 perhaps. I mean, it's not a significantly good lap, it's just that it'd be nice to set a better lap than what we have been doing. Never mind, it looks like it's gone now. Has it? Hey, we did improve. I am going power setting 1. I don't trust it. Yeah, I must put... Oh, RB79. I much prefer Phillip Island in British... I can't speak. In MotoGP rather than World Superbike 22. I don't have much feeling in any of the corners in Superbike. Not setting a bad lap time here actually with the first power setting. Oh, I'm going to run out of fuel here. I can see this coming. Look at it now. Don't do it. There's literally nothing left. It's gone. This game and its fuel. Can you believe it? A 36-second advantage. Down the Swanee. Because I've got no fuel. Can you believe it? Can you believe it? Ladies and gentlemen, get off the track. If I could just make it to the pits. No, I'm not going to make it. It's gone. As if the fuel would go. Ridiculous. Do you think Rins and Mir will make it on the Honda? No, I don't think so, to be honest with you. I think they'll get a good couple of races in and I fear the worst, to be quite honest with you. I really do. Yeah, Power 3 for too long. I mean, if the game could calculate it for me correctly, then I wouldn't have had that issue, but oh well. It is what it is. I should have dropped down to power setting 1 ages ago. I love the fuel idea. I think it's a fantastic idea, just when it works properly. Being told that you've got 5.6 laps left of fuel, it just doesn't give me any indication of what the hell I'm supposed to be doing. But oh well, it is what it is. I think I might have to employ that strategy, Meerkat. Power setting 2 the all the way. I mean, I don't really remember. I got distracted when I was talking to the viewers, so I don't really remember what I was doing. I just ended up running out of fuel. But oh well, not to worry. We'll do Motegi next, and hopefully the fuel will be alright. So we actually lost power in turn 11. Crazy. Yeah, I guess that makes sense actually, Meerkat. Yay! Yay! No contest. Yay! Awesome. Oliveira is one of the best riders in MotoGP, one of the best riders in the world. So I think he's going to do absolutely brilliant with the Aprilia, and it's already showing. He looks so good in the testing. Top 9 in the first couple of hours, and then top 3 by the end of the day, was it? I think something very similar to that. Amazing. One team we haven't used yet is the Honda. We haven't used the Suzuki as well. Gazoti says dab, dab. So dab back to you, my friend. Hope you're well. But Aprilia and Oliveira will be great. But I am going to go out on a whim and say that Raul Fernandez will not do much with the Aprilia. So Motegi it is, since we had a request earlier on. But I do hope I'm wrong regarding Raul Fernandez. I think they should have chose Remy Gardner over Raul personally, but Raul Fernandez is one hell of a talent. So I guess they can't take that chance and not take him, because he was so good in Moto 3, so good in Moto 2, and he will probably be good in MotoGP. I just don't see it happening yet. I hope I'm wrong, and I probably will be. I'm the same person who said Alex Rins was going to win the World Championship a few years ago, and he crashed 10 times in a season. Ooh. The thing is, though, can you imagine if they moved Aleix Espargaro from Aprilia now to make space for Oliveira and another rider, or if they kept Vinales and had another one? It would probably be the most upsetting move in MotoGP for Aleix Espargaro and for the fans, because that would just be cruel. It'd be like taking Pedrosa out of Honda when he was there. Yes, he was always the second fiddle. Well, not always, should I add. From the years of, 2007 onwards, he was pretty much the favourite. Actually, 2007 would have been the year after Hayden won the championship, so definitely not. But 2008 onwards, Pedrosa was the guy. Until 2013, when Marquez came and stole the show. But I wouldn't like that personally. I think that'd be really tough. Hopefully, Maverick will be. I think Maverick will be great on the Aprilia next season. I mean, yeah, Aleix is getting old, but he's still competitive as anyone else. And he has a chance to win the World Championship. He did this season. It was a bit unlikely, but still. Now, does Miguel Oliveira have a 2-year... Oh, I was trying to move out his way. Sorry, mate. Does Miguel Oliveira have a 2-year contract with Aprilia, or is it with just RNF? Because that makes a big difference, that. So if you remember with Franco Morbidelli with the Petronas team, he had a Yamaha contract and was able to move up to the team whenever they wanted him to. And speaking of Franco Morbidelli, he'll be back. I'm not counting him out. Duarte with the caps. It's so funny when someone types in caps, it just looks so aggressive. Oh, sorry mate, chill. The guy with his name written backwards has just crashed. And I can't be bothered to try and read what it says, so I'll let you guys do it. Ooh. Honda feels a bit different. In my opinion, Vinales is better with the bike and Aleix knows Aprilia well. I mean, you look at Silverstone. I thought Vinales was going to win that. And I actually kind of wanted him to win. It was two ways, really, because I always like to see records be broken or tied, and Pecco obviously had the opportunity to build his record with winning in Silverstone. So that was nice, but I also wanted to see Vinales win. You're not impressed with the Leish? How can you not be? He did everything this season. How many podiums in a row was it, including a win? So here's my question to you guys then. If you could shake up MotoGP and put any rider on any bike with any team, which and why, and which and what combinations would you choose and why? So for example, something straight off the top of my head, I wonder what it'd be like to see Maverick Vinales on a factory Honda. A capable factory Honda, though, not the rubbish one we've got now. So, I think a lot of us want to see Marquez and the Ducati, for example. Or maybe Paul Espargaro back on the Yamaha. Ooh. Ooh. Is Humongous lagging there? Or is it just the angle of the corner? I must confess, I like the LCR Honda. Bring back Cal Crutchlow. You go for Fabio Quartararo and FG63. FG? FG? Oh, Pecco. Wait, Francesco Bagnaia. FB. And you'd go for a Ducati. Pecco and Fabio. Fabio and a Ducati. I couldn't imagine that now. I've seen him on a Yamaha for too long now. That'd be weird. I don't know how I'd adjust to that. Do you think Andrea Iannone should ever come back? And do you think he ever will? Wow, what a horrible crash that was. Bloody hell. That was a bit scary. LCR Honda man launched off the bike. Ooh, I like that one, Excalibur. Jorge Martin on the factory Yamaha. I do like that a lot. Personally, I think Jorge Martin is one of the most talented riders in MotoGP. And I think this should give him so much motivation now, knowing that he was unable to get the factory Ducati. But the thing is, he's got to stay within himself. Not just to make everything about the whole idea of him trying to prove to Ducati that they were wrong, because I think that's why he kept crashing so much recently. But 3 pole positions in a row for the young Spaniard. But I would like to see him on a factory Yamaha, absolutely. I thought that was Meerkat going wide into the first corner. How silly was I to think that? Fancy a tow, mate? I'll have a little bit of a slipstream. Whoa! Must have jinxed him. Then I went straight off into the first corner. It is quite crazy to think that some of the riders, like Alex Rins, for example, would get the LCR Honda over the Cressini Ducati spot, for example. Whether they chose Alex Rins over Alex Marquez, I don't really know. I think it might have been decided before. But the thing is, with Suzuki, they may have actually already had that contract lined up with the Honda teams well before the other riders signed for their respective teams. Oh, that was strange. I am not doing a good performance right now. Probably need to concentrate a little bit now. I must confess, that was a big difference compared to braking like that in Superbike. You can usually get away with that in Superbike, but it looks like you can't do that here. Got to keep the braking straight. So any more combinations for riders and bikes? Marco Bezzecchi on the factory Ducati, perhaps? Would like to see that. Franco Morbidelli on the Ducati could be very interesting too. Jack Miller on Yamaha. I think I was saying in the beginning, I think that Jack Miller made a big mistake by going to KTM, but Brad Binder seems to be speaking very highly of that new chassis for KTM, and Jack seems to have a good time with it, so... Oh, that's typical, isn't it? Ah, Alex Rins on the Aprilia and Enea on the Repsol Honda. Oh, God. I don't think Enea Bassini deserves that, does he? Who was on the factory Honda there? Oh, Juka. That's who crashed in front of me then, I guess. Let's move out of his way. He's still quite close ahead of me, so... Don't know if I've left myself enough space here. Want clear track. Oh, I've just fallen. Oh, my lord. This is awful. I'm having a really tough time here in Motegi. I just basically watched him crash, and it did the exact same thing. The Honda is a different beast, ladies and gentlemen. It's a different beast. 21 races, I think, next year. Long season. Yeah. Don't forget, it'll be sprint races too, so that'll be, what, 42 races. I think it's going to oversaturate the racing, and I think the racing is going to, in itself, become not as entertaining. So I think when you have too much of a good thing, it becomes not so great. So I'm not sure how it's going to be, because the thing I love about MotoGP is that excitement. All weekend it's building, it's building, it's building. For Sunday's massive finale of the week. And then if we have a sprint race in between, I do find it just desensitizes the whole thing. Like in MotoGP, excuse me, into Superbike, for example. You watch the first race, you watch the sprint race, and it does begin to just not carry as much weight. Each win is sort of, well, maybe he'll win tomorrow, or... I don't know. I think there's just something less prestigious about there being a sprint race. So don't come onto the track when you've just had a crash. It's my biggest pet peeve, that you're on a qualifying session, there's no point in coming back on the track. Jesus. It seems no matter where I go on this circuit, I will not stop finding people crashing. Because I have set some pretty... Well, I actually only set the one lap time. Oh, the front just completely locked up on me then. I could... Oh, this is really annoying me now. Every single lap time has been blown. Wasted opportunities every single lap. Why has he got his leg out? This, I get it now. I get it. I get it. I get why people hate public lobbies, and I agree. Every time I speak to any other riders in MotoGP when they discuss they don't like racing and public lobbies, this one's going to be a nightmare. 6th fastest. Shocking. Absolutely shocking. Well, we'll see how we get on. Who do I think will be the dark horse next season? I'm going to say Augusto Fernandez. I think Augusto Fernandez will adapt quite well to MotoGP. I'm not going to say he's going to be a championship contender or podium finisher, but I think he'll do alright. I think he might get in there in the top 10 a couple of times, maybe in the top 8, top 6, if we're lucky. But who knows? And of course, with the sprint races being a thing, chances to, you know, have a bit of surprise, etc. What track do you think will Superbike and MotoGP need to add to their schedule? Nothing. I wouldn't say they need to add anything. If anything, probably remove some. Because more and more races just desensitize and saturates the project, the product. So if you have more and more and more and more, each one means less. So if anything, I think they should remove a couple of tracks and have it down to about 18 races a year. Personally. And for Superbike, probably remove one of the races. Maybe. I don't know. But that's tradition now with Superbike, so it would be a shame to change it. But track-wise, if I were to replace a track, then that's what I'd probably want to do. But I don't know which track I would want to replace it for. I do really like Imola, so it's a shame not to see that in Superbike anymore. Trying to think of other tracks really, that's top of my head. And someone has gone full robot on us. How far am I off my almost 3 seconds off the pace? That is certainly not indicative of what I can do around Motegi, so 6th place start for us is pretty bad. What track would you want to put in there, Cody? Or anyone else for that matter? I'm trying to think of any other dark horses. I tell you what was really great to see, speaking of Augusto Fernandez and that team, it was so awesome to see Paul Espargaro happy again. Paul Espargaro is one of those people, but like myself, they don't really hide their emotions very well. Sometimes they can, and they can put on a brave face, but when they are happy, they are thrilled. You know, they are really, really happy people. So I like that. It's good to see him when he jumped back on the bike. He was, you know, was really pumped. He's happy to be back in the Tech 3 team, a team he knows well, a team he's been with for a good couple of years. And then on a bike that obviously is probably not the Honda. I think he's going to be very happy. So I like to see that. And the fuel right now, we're currently on minus 380 fuel a lap, 600 fuel. Is this going to end or what? Is this session going to end or... I'm confused. It does look like the lobby is bugged, doesn't it? Is someone still on a lap? I don't know. I can't tell because... As if. We only had this on Superbike a couple of weeks ago. So everyone there in the first 4 corners... has already passed the finish line, so we should, hopefully, when we cross the line, end the session now. Yes? If we go another lap, then this is bugged. Yeah, this is bugged. I'll leave the session then, and I will set up another one. I can't be bothered to wait there anymore. Unless I can just rejoin my... I don't think I can I? But if I do, I won't be able to race, will I? I don't know how this works. Okay. Yeah, this is not going to work. This is not working. Do you think Franco is slowly making a comeback? I do believe so, yeah. I don't think we should ever count out Franco Morbidelli. I think he's a great rider and has a lot of potential still. I think with the injury conditions, the bike not working the way it was, because let's be honest, that bike is not good. It's not the friendly bike that we always thought it was. I think he's one of the riders, just like Alex Marquez. Put them on a different bike and things will just change completely. So, yeah, as far as I'm concerned... he'll be back. Never ever had Laguna Seca back? What? I agree because Laguna Seca is too dangerous now for MotoGP bikes, but Laguna Seca is a terrific track. Probably one of the best tracks in history. Where are you? Elias and Meerkat, there you go. Anyone else? I don't know. What was I saying? Yeah, so regarding Laguna Seca, no, it's just it's a terrific track. Iconic, brilliant, brilliant, but too dangerous. Right, so we should get this one going. I do want to pick Motegi again before we move over to Valencia. I've actually been given a do-over here. I can actually do a decent lap for once instead of messing up. Oh yeah, Laguna Seca is fantastic. The racing there over the past decades it's been open has been brilliant. From Superbike to MotoGP, everything. Even Moto America. Moto America even had some cracking races as well. So yeah, Laguna Seca is terrific. Yeah, you might. I don't know. I still don't find it boring. I could play Laguna Seca a lot. I know what you mean, though. It has been in a lot of races, a lot of games. But I still very much enjoy Laguna Seca. I play it now, personally. Okay, then. Round 2. This time it's a... Oh, it's still cloudy. So we got the same thing. Do you remember what lap time you set there, Meerkat? The whole thing. He just does not like Laguna Seca at all. I really enjoy the first bit going into the Andretti hairpin. I think that's a great corner. Is that because of the difficulty of the circuit, or what is it you don't like about it particularly? Bruno Oliveira, I'm going to dinner. It was a pleasure to play with you guys for the first time, Ace. Oh, my pleasure, mate. I'm happy that you enjoyed. I don't know whether I'll be on, because I'll probably do this race and then the next one. So if you are still on and you want to join us, more than welcome to pop back in, mate. So, well, thanks for joining us, mate. Appreciate that. What track would you get rid in the calendar of 2023? Aragon. We don't need any more Spanish tracks. I don't see why we have so many as it is. I would remove the Kimi Ring, because I don't know if we ever will actually do this track or not. I mean, it's not been cancelled again, has it? What else would I remove? Oh, okay. I was letting Thomas go, but he wants to wait for me. Fair enough. That is Marquez to its style. Trying to think what other tracks I would want to remove. I'm not a big fan of Portimao, really, but I don't know. It does have some decent races there, I guess, sometimes. I'm trying to think of the... Oh, my goodness, I know exactly which track I'd remove. The Circuit of the Americas. Every single race there is boring. I don't remember the last time we had a good race in the Circuit of the Americas. But you can't remove it because it's the American influence. So that'd be a damn shame to get rid of it. And I'm trying to think of some more. Not a big fan of Chang International Circuit. But again, the influence there. I'm really struggling with this Honda. Really struggling. Yeah, Kota is really boring. One of the worst tracks in MotoGP. Actually, no, I'll probably say it is the worst track. Just a really, really boring track. Which doesn't make sense because you look at the layout and you think, oh, it should be amazing. We've got to do Valencia next. And that might be my last one for tonight's stream, so we'll see. Oh, invalidate that. My apologies. I don't think I love Le Mans like I used to. I do like it in the game though, but... What is wrong with this Honda? It just doesn't turn. Paul Espargaro quote there, surely. Just doesn't want to turn. Might actually try and incorporate my Superbike setup in a moment. I'm just constantly closing the brake, just trying to trail brake as much as I possibly can to get it moving in the corner, but it just doesn't want to go. This could be my toughest race tonight. I usually like this one. I did some races with it a few days ago because I was trying to decide which team to go for in MotoGP 22 for the MotoGP career mode. And this was definitely one of the favourites. I enjoyed it, but I don't know, it's just... It's playing against me right now. It just does not want to turn in. Really, really difficult to move. Especially compared to the Aprilia, which I used earlier, which was fantastic. Funny enough, I said the Aprilia was bad on this game when I first got it. So into the 143, still not very impressive, but getting there. So let's jump into the pits. Indonesia was the worst track this year from Artrix. Problem with Kota is how bumpy it is. Yes, that is a big issue. Any track which is then shared with F1 is ruined for MotoGP because of the way the bikes are, the way the cars and the weight, etc. is apparently. We all got our favourite tracks, I guess. Personally, I'm just not really bad at Mugello and Red Bull Ring. Still enjoy them, but not as competitive. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. There's a few tracks in Superbike that I'm not competitive on, or even in MotoGP, which I really like, but I'm not that strong. I actually like the Red Bull Ring. I think it's one of those quick, fast-flowing tracks that I do enjoy, but also at the same time, it's not really that special. On paper, it's a boring track, but I'm going to go for my Superbike setting here and see if this actually makes a difference. No, it really got me thinking about tracks now. I'm having a good old think to figure out which ones I would probably add or remove. That's going to be a tough decision. Oof. So I'm going to try and ride this a little bit differently now. I was getting a bit too much wheelie as well, so I need to be careful. That's too tight. So firm into the right hander here. Doesn't feel particularly better or worse, to be honest with you. It feels just more or less the same. Just crash after crash. Feeling a bit better on the brakes now. I think I'm believing in the brakes a little bit more now. I pushed really hard into there then. Gonna get it stopped. We aren't. Oh, and slip's gone. The boy's routinely raging. Well, we are going to improve. Well, it's nothing particularly impressive. That was a bad entrance then, and just for some reason just brought on the power a little bit too early. Oh my goodness, yes, Duarte, you are bang on. That's the track I was thinking of earlier, and I was like, what's that real track I really like? Brno. I love Brno. Malaysia's really good. I feel like Malaysia should be replaced for the championship. It's just... What do you mean by replaced? Do you mean get rid of? Well, you say it's good. Malaysia's great. I love the Sepang International Circuit. I think that's really fun to play in the game, and always the racing's usually pretty competitive too. And I think it has that wonderful championship feel to it that just has that intensity. Now, maybe it wouldn't be like that, of course, if it was in a different spot on the calendar, but it'd be a damn shame to remove it now, because I know a lot of people say the same with Valencia as well. That the they always find the races boring there and it doesn't deserve to be the final one. But I think it's just iconic now. It would not be the same to remove Valencia from the final race. Oh, you mean as the championship decider? So, for example, to be the very last race of the calendar, you mean? I don't think they would do that because I think they'd much prefer having the European round to end it all off. Which I probably agree with, since 90% of the roster is European. Just makes sense. But I really like the Spanish International Circuit. I think that's one of those tracks that I really love, but I'm not particularly competitive at. That's twice I've gone too tight to that apex now. Yeah, the Honda just doesn't turn, does it? It's a bit of a bus. I think more time with the LCR Honda and we should have a decent setup. I don't think that setup I did though, by changing the suspension, really did anything. Oh really? If it's anything like Kota, I don't want it. Simple as. That was a shocking entrance into that corner then. This bike just loves to wheelie, doesn't it? There we go, then across the line we take second place, so 143.064. Much better than what we set earlier. But with less carnage and chaos on the track, we seem to be pretty solid. Yeah, VFX, the Honda is a different beast. I do remember enjoying it before I swapped over onto Superbike 22, so feeling is not there right now, but we'll see what happens for the future videos. Or streams, depending on what I'm doing. They're not recommending the soft front. What do you think, Meerkat? What tyre combination you going for? I'm thinking medium front and soft rear, but is the soft rear going to bounce back? Fuel is at the maximum. It really does, VFX, it really does. Gonzalo says, which bikes do you use rear brake and gears? So I'm using R1 to downshift and square button to rear brake. But if you're on Xbox controller, that's the right bumper for the rear brake. For the downshift. And what's the other one? X on an Xbox controller. I had to really think about that then. Well, we got the whole shot, and I have been whacked into. Didn't see which one of the Mooney VR46 riders took me out then, but there you go. That race is over already. I don't think it was the guy whose name is backwards, is it? Was it Slip? I just about to say, I may have just said it actually, that I just got the whole shot. And then clattered. So Meerkat behind. I'm a bit of a hindrance to him right now. Tell you what, go through. There's no point in having both our races ruined. Yeah, that was some whack, wasn't it? I couldn't even move. No problem, mate. I do have some videos on Superbike where I've got the controller overlay, so it might be easy to see. But I do like set up that way. I need to be careful with power setting 3, so I've swapped it down to power setting 2. Not having a repeat of what happened earlier. Look at Meerkat, strong in the brakes though. Oh, he almost got collected by the Grassini Ducati. Oh, leaning on him. God, we were close then. I think he's outbraked himself, has he? No. Evening, Aid. How are you, buddy? I know I actually could change the stream day. Well, not just, but you were certainly a factor in me changing the stream days to Sunday. And you can't even make it. No problem, mate. Work comes first, dude. Yeah, I have quite a lot of guides on the channel, mate, so if you do need any advice or assistance, definitely check them out for both Superbike 22 and MotoGP. And even Ride 4. Meerkat loving life with the Yamaha, isn't he? The RNF Yamaha, of course. I don't believe South Africa have got a track for MotoGP. Do like Kailami, but I think Brad Binder was testing it a couple of months ago, wasn't he? I think, I don't know, does MotoGP need a race in Africa or South Africa? I would say South Africa, but maybe not just Africa itself. Because, of course, the whole continent would be one hell of a race. Well, Meerkat got to the front, just as everyone anticipated. For the Honda, do you mean, Aid, or just all of them? So I must confess, this Honda feels very odd. I was really enjoying it before I went over to Superbike 22. I used to use this quite a lot. I think the last MotoGP 22 stream I did, I was using the Honda. I knew what you meant, Duarte, I was kidding. So they're having a bit of a ding-dong, these two. Not put me out of contention just yet. Not feeling particularly confident, though, I will confess. Soft rear is getting a bit of a pounding. Have to be careful with that one. Don't want to push it too much and then end up ripping it to shreds. Softer compound will fade towards the end of the race. Nice entry into the victory corner there. I liked how we did that. So 1:44.263. Got something to work towards here as well, which is always nice. Keeping an eye on the riders ahead of us. I agree, Artrix, I agree. And he's speaking really highly of the new chassis for the KTM, so if it's going to be good, let's hope it's really good. Ah, Wavy D has returned. quite am I catching up to him or not? It's pretty close. I've not really been watching the gap. I'm trying to... Yeah, Meerkat's brilliant. The thing is with Meerkat as well, he's very humble and modest about it too, which is what you like. He is good, but he doesn't rub in your face. And he's always there to try and offer some advice. A bit like Hades in our Discord server as well. Fast boys who still don't mind to help out the other ones. You gotta appreciate that, haven't you? Ah. Big mistake there from me. Showing some weaknesses into the 10th corner here in Mategi. I did consider on the grid before Chios has gone down. I don't tend to speak about whatever I do at work, really, mate. To be quite... Oh my god, the question was enough to put me off. Just, it doesn't really matter anyway. I just have another job just to pay the bills. It's nothing particularly impressive, so I try to avoid that. I'm an entertainer. There you go. Looks like Meerkat actually waited for us. Ooh, I think Chios was very close to coming off the track there. Don't know if Meerkat's holding him up so I can get into this fight. I don't know whether to use power setting 3 to catch up with these boys. Oh my goodness, yeah, can you imagine that, Atrix? That would drive me mad. I had a hair in my mouth in Estoril and that was driving me mad, and I'm only sitting here with the controller. Well, do you remember when Cal Crutcher had that bee inside his leathers? Let's do it. Let's do it, Liff. Liff, I liff. Let's try. Trying to catch up to these boys ahead of me, but it's a tall order, and I have crashed since. I would take Estoril over Portimao any day of the week. Any day. Oh my goodness. That sounds quite fun actually, LT. If I like my job as much as you do, I would probably tell you what it is. I didn't actually. I wanted to watch the mini GP, but I couldn't make it. I think, was it on YouTube? I think I can still watch it actually, but... Yeah, no, I didn't have a look. Alvaro Bautista and Pedrosa should go in the mini GP. See if they can pass. No one will notice. I feel like KTM is going to be a good second best bike year next year on the grid. I hope you're right. How about the gas? Yeah, hashtag gas. Well, I'm disappointed in my performance in this one. I really wanted to be more competitive, but couldn't seem to get it to stick in this one. Something's happened to Chios. Has he run out of fuel? Oh, no wonders I couldn't keep up with him. I was on power setting 2 all that time. That explains it then. Yeah, that was driving me mad. I wondered why the hell I couldn't stay with him. Did someone just try and crash into Meerkat? Someone's just doing burnouts. I think Miller will do alright in the KTM. Not to his standards of Ducati, so that's why I think it's a mistake, but I think he'll do okay for KTM standards. No, Meerkat's on power setting 2. Meerkat only uses power setting 3 for the first lap or so, I think he said, first couple of corners. Don't know why, but in this race I've completely forgotten the braking marker for that corner. I'm sure it's 150 metres. So down to the final lap. Oh, I just couldn't hook it up then. You got to see how good Meerkat is first hand here. Oh, the Honda. Don't have the same turning ability as that. I've got fuel for power setting 3, but I've completely lost faith in the third power setting since what happened in Australia. Ooh. So look at that, I'm on power setting 3 and I still can't keep up with him. Look at the rear tyre spinning. It was a mistake to go for the soft rear. Yeah, it's not happening. Just can't live with it. I keep forgetting. When using the ride-out device, you've got to push further on the analog stick. So be really gentle with the analog stick trying to get it across. But I don't push it enough, and then I get caught on the rumble strip, and then I get either knocked onto the grass. We're into the victory corner then for the final time of today's stream. And then we will end up in Valencia, because that'll probably be my last race of the day. I agree, I think Paul could do pretty good on the other KTM, on the gas. I also agree, I do hope that Paul does well, he certainly deserves some faith. Miller's a good rider, but the Ducati definitely helped him. Probably true. I think the Ducati helps everyone. I just finished a classic E9 BMW in a 50-year-old Alfa Montreal. Thinking about changing careers, too toxic and frustrating. I'm a perfectionist just like you. I know the feeling, LT. That's it, pretty cool. Unfortunately, I don't know anything about cars, so I don't know what they are. But if anything is not good, then we have to try and change it, don't we? But we have to work towards the change and keep on pushing. And I think with the right attitude and being a perfectionist can help you. Is it a mistake for KTM to get rid of Oliveira? He's performing so good with KTM, I don't understand. If it's not broken, why would you fix it? I agree. I totally agree. I think when it comes to KTM, I think they really upset Oliveira for no reason. I can understand for Oliveira. He feels that he shouldn't be the second rider. He shouldn't be in a secondary team, and they want him to go down to the. Oh, fair enough. Sorry, Meerkat, I didn't read your message. Thank you very much for joining us, nonetheless. I appreciate you stopping by. But for the last one, we've got to do Valencia for the boys, and for the only bike we haven't chosen tonight is the Suzuki. So we've got to use the Suzuki for the end one. But yeah, regarding Oliveira, he believes, and I believe, he's one of the best riders in MotoGP. So for him to take a secondary seat for Jack Miller must be absolutely insulting. So I understand why he wanted to get out of KTM, but KTM have made the mistake there. They should never have considered asking Oliveira to go down into the secondary position, as in the satellite team. I think KTM will also regret the decision, especially looking how good he was already in the testing. He could do really well on that Aprilia. And it looks like we did get Valencia then. So for the last race of tonight, we can do Valencia. Rempor Donut, sorry about the last chicane, I couldn't take it right. Not a problem, mate. Not a problem. I think we both went into that corner a bit close. It was quite fun though. We were leaning on each other at one point. I agree, Duarte, I agree. So, for the final race of tonight, Excalibur gets his wish. You know what, I'm going to try that setup again. This is what I use in Superbike. I just usually keep everything off like that. Keen to see what we can do. So yeah, this will be my last one tonight, guys, so I do hope you've enjoyed the stream. Hopefully we can get a victory, or at least another podium. And with Meerkat taking a back seat for this one, we might have a chance. So let's see what we can produce. And I've got the advantage of knowing, I've never seen a wheelie with a ride height device before. We do have the advantage because I did a video on this track a few days ago. But I didn't use the Suzuki. Wow. I don't remember the Suzuki being this sluggish or squirrely. I like that term. Oh yes, Elmo! Welcome back, dude. Oh my goodness. Oh, I was trying to see which name it was. My god. My apologies. Right. It's back to it. I was going to choose a Suzuki for my final season. Or for my next season in MotoGP, should I say. But they didn't offer me a contract yet. And I'm, what, 3/4 of the way through? I don't think Suzuki are going to ask to join. Right then. Power on. Let's do it, Guzzy T. Still here. Shout out to you, dude. Let's see if we can get it right going into the first corner, into the Jorge Martinez Aspar. Firm on the brakes we go for the Doon corner. Oh, caught on the rumble strip. That is really tight to the Nico Tirol corner. You can't get any tighter than that, to be honest with you. Well, I guess you can. You can go that tight and you can crash. Oh, God damn it. Come on. Set a good lap. Give me the softs. Put the soft tyres in, boys and girls. And this time, we've got to get it. Thoughts on KTM and Aprilia not being in Superbike racing? Not really any thoughts, to be honest with you. I think Superbike's already jam-packed with bikes and manufacturers just as much as MotoGP. So, not really any thoughts. I think KTM should stay focusing on MotoGP, because don't forget with KTM, they are brilliant when it comes to dirt bikes and those championships. So they don't need to really be chasing World Superbike. So as far as I'm concerned, they're doing a great job in MotoGP, really. Yes, of course, controversy with getting rid of Remy Gardner and Raoul after 1 year, but they're not doing too bad. A couple of race wins under their belt. But the RC16 does seem to be a bit of a pig for some of the riders. I think that was the term that Remy Gardner used, wasn't it, to describe the bike? I think that really upset him. One shame that is still a thing. I think MV Agusta, I would like to see them back in World Superbike. And maybe we'll see Aprilia make a return, but I don't know. Actually, more Aprilia, yeah, they really need to go back to Superbike, actually, now thinking about it, because excuse me, the history of the sport. That is really late and really wide. Up by 3.5 tenths of a second. You can tell the difference between this and the Honda. My lord, it's night and day. Don't remember what lap times I was doing with Fabio the other night when I was doing the Valencia test. That was the old entrance of the pit lane. 1:28.203. That's a good start. Yeah, thought I was pushing too much. I did. Great to see Nikki Tooley doing well. Now, I have a question, actually, because I think I must have had a Mandela effect. Was Nicky Tooley in the first race of Moto E this season? Or something at some point? I'm 100% certain he was. But when I look back, I couldn't see him taking part of it. I don't know why. I'm sure he was in Moto E either last season, briefly, or this season. I know it's true, but I've not really looked into it fully, but the last time I looked, I was like, I don't see his name. I'm sure he was. Damn. It's not a good spot when you run it wide into the first corner. Certainly doesn't look good either. Ooh, that's going to invalidate it. I thought it had done. Oh, do I stay out there for another? Yeah, why not? Let's stay out. Got to get that feeling back and the consistency. Yeah, he certainly did. So was it 2022 where he started one race, got injured, then never came back? Am I right in assuming that? Sure, Nicky Tooley was on the grid this season in Moto 2, in Moto E, or was it last season where he just turned up for one race and then didn't come back? Tell you what, I don't know why I'm following Slip here. I might as well get some free space here. Bit of fresh track, clean rubber. Is he wanting a tow? I didn't really want him to be that close. No, he's okay, I guess. I like a fresh bit of track. I'm not going to bother with a ride height device this time around. Yeah, maybe I just imagined it then. Because I could have swore he turned up for one of the races and then just... Maybe the practice session and then just didn't turn up for the rest of it. I like Nicky Tooley as well, so that's why I was hoping he was in Moto E. It was a shame that Alessandro Zacconi left Moto E. I felt like he could be one of the contenders this season. And of course, going to Moto 2, not having the best of seasons really. And his teammate in Phillip Island seemed to be doing pretty well. Podium in the tie round. Ooh. So this lap is not going to matter, but still confidence inducing knowing that we're 0.3 of a second quicker. Some of them are, yeah, but I wouldn't say all of them. Some of the corners don't really offer much assistance by having a bridge or a sign ahead of us. In many cores for World Superbike, I use all of the bridge's shadows in that one for all my braking markers. It would be cool if the big manufacturers in MotoGP were involved in Moto 2 and Moto 3. Yeah, I guess it would. Oh, I wasn't expecting the autopilot to come off there. It would be, actually, yeah. Well, give him some space. I mean, we have the Yamaha Mastercam, but it's not actually a Yamaha, is it? It's just branded. Same as KTM. Didn't really like the entrance into the Martinez-Aspar corner then. Is that too tight? Oh, I was really close. And again. Yeah, I must confess, I need to... Am I going to get this in time? Oh, Bushido's joined us. Bushido's a very fast man. Very fast. So I have not had the qualifying that I would have wanted in this one. Come on, this time around, surely. Right, I've got to concentrate this time around. Going dark for the comments. Don't come back. Oh, good. Really slid that into the Nicotrol corner. I want this pole. Gunning for this pole position, lads and ladies. Want to see the number 47 with the number 1. Oh no. No, I need to get through. Excuse me. No, I'm not going to make it. Damn it. Damn it. Probably could have got through there, but unfortunately the moment into the final bit there got held up. God damn it. Well, good effort though. Oh, awesome, Elmo. That's really cool. I didn't know Nicotuli was your cousin. That's awesome. Subtle flex. Yeah, no. Absolutely awesome, I think. So, yeah, you definitely do know then. Anyway, he's probably going for the Triumph next year. Nice. It's going to be announced at Phillip Island. Oh, spoiler alert, mate. Oh, you can't do that. I'll tell him I said hello, mate. Tell him he's a legend. And, yeah, out of all the people to get that wrong and say, nah, I'm sure he was at Moto E, I think you're the one to know. Oh, God. Do you know what's going to happen in this race? I'm going to get taken out into turn 1. Anyone want to place a bet? Place a bet. What do you reckon? Am I going to get taken out into turn 1 or not? Excuse me. The voice is going tonight. Right then, ladies and gentlemen, last race for tonight. I don't think this is going to be an easy one. I'm going to give it my best. Black screen. It's giving us nothing. Wait for the red lights to go out. And away we go. Oh, it's a good launch. It's the perfect launch to be taken out into turn 1. Here it comes. It's imminent. Hey, we survived! Well, I'll be damned. Is it turn 2 that's going to beckon a crash? It's not. We're safe. At least my ride height device is actually disengaged this time around. Someone is down. Well, we got the perfect start. 20 bucks says you win. Well, I'll throw it down the road then. Trying to do him proud. Oh, I didn't hear that. My apologies, I must have missed that. Ah, it depends which team you have broadcasting, because I have the Eurosport guys. So James Toslin and Gregory Haynes? Yeah. Right, down to power setting 2. I am not risking a win by having the fuel die on me this time around. What? What? Long lap penalty. For what? Answer a postcard, please. Is that because I went into the pit lane exit? Right, well, we've got plenty of laps. We can do this. The curse of the long lap penalty. That was rough. Do I do it now? Right, I need to calculate it. It's not as smooth as I thought it was. I thought it was a straight braking entry. Right, we've got to calculate this now, ladies and gentlemen. Because if we don't get it right, and I maybe overshoot the corner, something like that, then we're going to have a big problem. Because we'll have to do it again. Good evening, Vil. Oh, my goodness. Depends which race you're doing. If you play in Moto 3, Geordie, it is in daytime. If it's in Moto 2, you get sort of overcast, getting approaching evening. And then MotoGP is in the floodlights. That's the only way to play them. It's got to do it in two laps, yeah? $10 seconds advantage. Give it a try. Long lap penalty served within 3 laps. Okay, we're good. If I get to 15 seconds, and I'll do it. Concentration mode's engaged, doesn't it? I'm not talking as much. Yeah, we've got this aid, haven't we? We've got it. Power setting 2. Keep the hell away from the pit lane exit there. Do Suzuki proud. Ooh, I don't know why I did the ride-out device there. That is a problem. Go, get off. I did the ride-out device by mistake. Tell you what, we don't need to panic here. We're probably going to lose around 3 to 5 seconds. I'll take another good look at the long lap penalty and then do it on the next one. I mean, I could just pull an Iagora and crash into turn 8. Then again, we've got to do it now, because if I do mess it up, that's it. Here we go then. Long lap penalty it is. And I've overshot it. I've overshot it. Oh my god. Oh, I'm not looking forward to trying that. I didn't realise it had such a curve on it. Oh, this is stress. Oh, a gift. The rider in second has crashed. But then it's Bushido, and Bushido is very fast. No worries, Gaz. Cheers for joining me, mate. It'll be my last one for tonight anyway. Enjoy God of War. Ragnarok. Ragnarok Lesnar. I think I'd seen that from an old wrestling game that was like a knockoff version, and they called him Ragnarok. So here we go then. Not a bad lap time this, actually. Must remember to brake pretty firm then. Ooh. Here we go then. Brake firm. Don't mess this up, Matt. Don't mess this up. Hey! What's the advantage? Are you joking me? Is it still 12.5 seconds? No, it's definitely not. It's 10 seconds. I had to calculate it through the sector times, I imagine. So we lost 2 seconds. Now the thing is, when you take a long lap penalty, if you don't take the long lap penalty, I'm sure 3 seconds of your time is added, but or it's a double long lap penalty, so wouldn't it go to 6? Not sure. Probably could have done the Rossi there and just won by such a margin that the penalty wouldn't have even mattered. But a long lap penalty is a long lap penalty. So the next time I cause carnage in a MotoGP career mode video, maybe I bump into a rider or even on Superbike, I'm going to say to the AI, I've already done it. I think we've got this one, ladies and gentlemen. Just make sure we don't mess it up. It is possible to commentary curse yourself, so I need to be careful. I'm glad Excalibur chose Valencia. It's rough. Playing it on. Oh, right, that's a difficulty level, is it? Oh, I see. Good. It's always best to play games on the challenge mode, the hardest one, or hardest, or closest to. I did think the same originally with the Suzuki. I did really enjoy it, but I quite like the Yamaha and I quite like the KTM. Oh, and of course the Ducati's pretty good as well. Blue flags are out. Gap has stayed pretty much the same this time around. Ooh, a helmet tip to Suzuki to win this race. Yep, it will be. Oh god. I messed it up. I was reading the comment. My god. You know, I'd just seen the comment pop up and I went, I'll answer that when I get across the line. And I didn't. Where's my money, Ace? Oh, my money. Oh no. Don't, you're making me nervous. Anything can happen yet. Potentially the first victory of tonight. Is it the first one tonight? I mean, it would have been Phillip Island, but of course, fuel issues. I don't know what's going on. I can't mute mid-race. I apologise if that interferes in the race. That's nothing personal, by the way, to the people speaking. That's just because I think having more than one voice in a stream is very annoying. So I'm in two minds to actually push and try. Oh, it's no! Oh my god, we blew it. It's over. Can we still win this? Oh my lord! Add to the pressure, add to the tension. I've almost binned it. Well, I did bin it, but I was just about to say I would like to try and push to get some better lap times in, but yeah, that happened. So let's not do this again. That's a big mistake, though. What an advantage has gone begging. The soft option was the wrong tyre. Oh, no. We do have a lot of fuel to burn. Oh, hello, Adatia? Oh, I don't know how to pronounce that name, apologies. Gotta be careful now, though, because we've been using power setting 2 for so long that power setting 3 will now start to feel weird. And it does feel weird. Lost a bit of confidence there. Yeah, we're alright, we can do this. Surely we can't lose a second on this lap. Put the gremlins to bed. Unless whoever that is off the track there is going to come in and just clatter me. Then, oh, not this corner. I've gone wide again. That's put me off, that has. What is going on behind us? This bike feels terrible all of a sudden. Is it just because the tyres are so close to finishing off? Look at the slide! Oh my goodness. What a horrible slide that was. I've lost so much momentum. What has just happened to the tyre? Is that because we crashed? Did I burn them up? I may have burned them so much by bringing on the power. We are going to survive. I don't know what happened to the rider behind us, but we won the race in disappointing fashion. I really blew it then, but my god, I think when I crashed and dropped the Suzuki, as I brought the power on, I must have just span up the rear way too strong. Because that bike felt terrible on that last lap. It felt like I was on ice. Well, we barely managed it. Far from one of my best performances. Far from it. Well, I guess we did it. 20 quid goes to LC then. Send it in the post, yeah? A win's a win. I'll just send 2 of my goons to receive the money from the hotel. Oh, that was bad. I didn't even set any good lap times or nothing. Oh well. A win's a win, as you guys said. So I guess that's it then, guys. Thank you very much for watching the stream. I do hope you enjoyed. If you really did, be sure to hit the like button. And if you are yet to subscribe, I would implore you to hit that subscribe button as well, so you don't miss any of my videos. I do upload daily, so you will always get to see lots and lots of content. But from that point, I guess that will be it. So I'll wait for you guys in the comments to catch up, and then I'll say thank you and ta-ra for now. But yeah, pretty good stuff. No touches. Oh, LSD Bricks, good to see you, dude. I didn't know you were in the stream. Apologies if I missed you. Thank you for joining, mate. I do see you frequently in the comments and whatnot. So thanks, guys. I'll see you in the next one.